Splat time!
Today, the Splatalot Kingdom invites 5 pairs of brave best friends to go head-to-head with those despicable defenders as they compete to capture the greatest treasure in the land, the Splatalot crown.
That's my best friend, you guys!
Can the defenders keep the castle safe from the attackers, or will our BFFs overcome every hurdle and ultimately find a true champion to rule this messy kingdom?
So who's going to tumble, who's going to tilt, who's going to teeter, and who's going to go splat?
Hello, he's my best mate, Dick.
He's my best mate, Dom.
And this is Splatalot, the messiest kingdom in the land by far.
Today, we have a special edition for you. Yes, instead of inviting 10 total strangers to take on the kingdom, we've gone for the much friendlier approach of asking 5 pairs of best buddies.
That will leave us in the rare position of crowning 2 rulers at the end of the tournament. But hey, they're best friends, so I'm sure they won't mind sharing.
3 challenges stand between them and that crown, and they are far from friendly. In the Moat Challenge, all 5 teams will attempt to complete the course as quickly as possible.
Only the 3 fastest pairs will advance to our ditch, the dungeon round.
And the first 2 teams to escape will move on to the Capture the Crown final, where the Splatalot crown awaits.
The friends that eventually win will thoroughly deserve their victory, because those challenges are full of obstacles.
They certainly are. Here's the Moat Challenge in more detail. The attackers begin with a fling from the Splatapult into the moat.
Then they must make it up the slippery slope and across the terrifying rolling maze. But on guard is the Splacken.
If they survive that, they head down the impossible incline. Then they have to tackle the beastly battle axes.
The wobbly bridge of disaster follows. And finally, the wavering warhead stands between the attackers and the finish line.
Don't forget, both team members have to complete the course, and only the 3 fastest pairs will qualify.
So teamwork will definitely come into play here.
Well, they are best mates. Teamwork shouldn't be a problem.
That might explain why this lot hardly ever work well together.
Yes, it's the defenders. Friendly is not a term that springs to mind. In round 1 today, we have the barbarian buddy basher, Scab. Then it's Thorn.
Are we the Thorn in your quest for the crown?
And finally, I'm V. That's his name.
We don't need no best friends.
Don't worry, Thorn, I can't see anyone queuing up.
Down on the course, Scab's on the Splatzooka, Thorn's on Vaporizer, and Vane's on Aqualizer.
Purple penguins in perpendicular!
Here's our first BFF, Dominique Hedgepog!
Now, Vane switched over to the Vile Volley and is quick off the mark with his first splat of the tournament.
Success! Dominique, how are you?
Ooh. No time to find out. Here's Krystal. Aubergine!
Hey, I'll give you one. Simple rule. Duck.
Croaky Poke!
Krystal, nice of you to join us. Hey, Dominique, what's the one rule I told you?
Duck.
Well, duck then.
Bad Weekly!
Should have ducked.
That's it. Run. Whoa, dear.
Over handy!
That one's cruel.
What are you most afraid of?
Perhaps barbarians who won't stop talking?
Obviously water.
I'd have thought the mace roll would be pretty high on the list.
When you get up, you must face me. Stand up and look at me.
Look out! Splacken! Well, at least this time Dominique remembered to duck, but that just meant poor Krystal had to face the Splacken on her own.
Stand up. Now look at me.
Don't listen to him, duck!
Oh, dear.
And just when you think she's got the hang of it, Dominique doesn't duck and ends up in the duck pond.
Krystal heads down the incline, steady. Oh, Flump Brigade!
What a top splat!
You're making me crazy here. Come on.
Thorn vaporizes the girls. Dominique ignores him and makes it onto the first axe. But not for long. Onion Budgie!
Oh, Dominique nearly took out her best friend there, but Krystal just about hung on.
This looks better.
Nothing.
You girls are real support of each other.
It's called friendship, Vane. You should try it sometime.
Oh, but Dominique can't do anything about Krystal's trip into the moat.
A splat-free bridge of disaster would be handy, but it's not to be.
Better hurry up. The Splacken's coming.
Vane steps up the pressure, but Krystal's over.
Just the warhead to go. Oh, and Dominique takes a pop at Vane.
Come on, you can do it!
Yeah, come on, Dominique.
Almost there, come on!
It's quite a struggle, but Dominique eventually makes it over.
And they complete the course in 11:51.
Here come Jared and Rajan.
Battle cries are for chumps!
So, guys, what does that make you?
Hey, Rajan, I heard you're not afraid of anything. I'm here to change that.
Uh-oh.
Nice makeup!
Thank you. Thank you. I see someone put it... Was that an insult?
That's 1-0 to Rajan. Now here's Jared.
This is great. Don't move, okay?
Have you throw it like a man?
Man, what is this man business? I'm a barbarian.
Rajan's really taunting Scab, but that could backfire. Hippie finger!
It does. Rajan slips into the moat, but not before Scab splats him.
Oh, I see you like dancing too.
Nice footwork from Jared there with the mace.
Now just, hey, you like this?
Splacken! It's the old Scab-Splacken combo. Scab distracts and the Splacken splats.
Yeah, very mean, but also very entertaining.
Now what's he up to?
Something to do with the Splatzuka.
Jared approaches the wavering warhead. Rajan's almost over, but his landing is off, and he slides down into the frothy barber.
And that slip could cost them valuable time. Yes, 12:34 might not be fast enough.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Carl, my Splatzuka doesn't work. So in the interim, let's do a little beatboxing, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Kyle, it's against the clock.
Yeah.
Ripper-rapper.
Oh, we're not friends anymore.
Here's his real buddy Taylor.
Skillet. Good splatting technique.
Taylor, are you embarrassed right now?
Scab, watching your best friend getting splattered is nothing to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay.
Nice shot.
Tay-Tay tackles the base roll, but no!
Nice splat.
Nice. It was Splatacular.
The battle axes now. Thorn vaporizes Taylor and drizzle whaps.
Yes, in all that fog, Taylor never saw the water blast coming.
But she's back up and striding across the bridge. Oh, but she slips and eventually splats.
Yes, the moat beckons once again for Taylor.
And to add insult to splattery, she gets a mouthful of goo.
I'm sure she won't mind because that's the quickest time so far.
Well, that completes the first half of round 1. 3 teams have finished the course, leaving 2 more to come.
I think it's honours even at the moment between the attackers and defenders. Kyle and Taylor rounded off the first half in style, but Scab and his best friend, the Splacken, produced some excellent splats.
Here's the leaderboard.
Taylor and Kyle are out in front with 7:56, followed by Dominique and Krystal and Jared and Rajan, who are in the danger zone.
Yes, if they're going to stay in the tournament, they have to hope that the next 2 teams don't beat their time of 12:34.
I don't think they're fast enough, but anything is possible out there.
All we really know for sure is that there will be splats. Oh yes, my friends, there will be splats.
We also know for sure that Taylor and Kyle have already qualified for the next round, Ditch the Dungeon.
That's right, the 3 fastest teams make it out of the moat. So, with only 2 more pairs to come, the current leaders are automatically guaranteed 3rd place at least.
Actually, I think Taylor and Kyle have done enough to win this round outright. 7:56 doesn't sound that fast, but when you consider that every obstacle has to be tackled twice, then it's not too shabby at all.
Yeah. Here's confirmation of all the times posted so far.
Taylor and Kyle have 7:56, Dominique and Krystal have 11:51, and Jared and Rajan have 12:34.
The defenders are back in position, so it's time to welcome our next pair of friends, Mary and Connor.
We're gonna slay this course.
Well, at least they sound confident.
You like skating?
Oh yeah, I was there yesterday.
Mary.
Oh, Mary slips at the sound of her own name.
Connor.
Scab tries the same trick on Connor. Evil Bee!
Wow, Connor does a 360 spin before splatting into the moat.
Oh, was that a triple tail slide with the side twist?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey! Can you say hello in Barbarian?
Aww.
Hey, that was close.
Mary's language skills impress Scab, but Collywobble, her splatting skills are pretty good too.
What do you call it when you fall down when you're ice skating? A pivot?
Fail.
Look out!
This is what we call a splat.
Careful, Connor. Fish toot! Double fish toot!
Oh, this is amazing. First Connor has a full-on collision, and then Mary is splackened.
Well, it's the splat of the day for me so far. In fact, it's a double splat of the day.
It could be the splat of the month. The timing really couldn't have been better.
Talking of which, 7:16 is the best time today.
Thorn, do you want to be my best friend?
I'll be your best friend.
Yes! I now have another best friend. I mean, you're my first best friend.
Oh, dear.
We're
You're King to the castle.
Hey, Noah, I heard you can do voices, yes?
Maybe.
Do mine. Go, do Scab. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Scab rules.
That was excellent.
Can someone just splat, please? Thanks, Wyatt.
Hello, my name's Thor.
This is how you do Thorn. You see? Once you step on the mace roll, my friend.
Flunge-wongle!
Oh, more like the face roll.
Now, can Noah do an impression of an attacker falling into the moat? Yes, he can. Great impression.
Wyatt tries to show his pal how it's done, but he falls in just about the same place.
Hey, maybe that's why they're such good friends.
Hey, Wyatt, let's change the color of your hair, shall we?
Noah's about to fall.
Splattered! Oh, just when you think you've seen splat of the day, another one comes along.
Scab used that distraction technique again, and it led to another double whammy.
Oh, will be the Thorn in your impressions.
What?
Seminar!
Nice to see him so happy in his work.
Thorn keeps sliming, and Wyatt is down.
It's another impressive splat. In fact, it was so good his right leg nearly patted him on the back.
You want to see my impression of Vane?
Yeah.
Everybody get on the Vane train. That's awful.
Back to the action. Noah makes it over the finish line, but the clock's still running until Wyatt crosses. He's over too. Stop the clock.
Oh, it's good. 8:42 sees them through to the next round.
So our 3 fastest best buddies are Mary and Connor, Taylor and Kyle, and Wyatt and Noah. They are all one step nearer to the crown.
Ta-da! So round one is complete, and it had a little bit of everything. Great attacking and sneaky defending, but above all, some of the best splatting that I think we've ever seen.
Yes, maybe these best friends are bringing out the best in everybody.
But their friendships are about to be put to the test again as we challenge them to ditch the dungeon. Before we proceed with the next round, I would just like to reenact, if I may, one of my favourite tactics from Scab, along with the help of my two best friends. My little pal Lionel, hello Lionel, who'll be representing the attackers, and my big pal, who'll be representing Scab.
Ah! Scab rule number 547.3. How to distract a defender. Little Lionel, look at me. That's it, just keep looking at me. Whatever you do, don't look at him. I said don't look at him. Just keep looking at me. That's it, good lad. Nothing will go wrong.
Marvellous. Please don't worry about little Lionel, he's just a fully trained plastic doll.
Now, here's a reminder of the best friends who've made it so far.
By the way, that hair really suits you.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Yeah. We have Noah and Wyatt, Taylor and Kyle, and Mary and Connor.
If they get through the next round, they'll be in the final. But first, they need to ditch the dungeon. Get off.
Here's what they're up against. The three teams start beneath the castle walls, where they must escape the stock market. Then, once across the slippery Splatwalk, they can start climbing the loathsome ladder.
The two teams that make it to the top first can claim one of two flags, but the defenders will be slowing them down at all times with a host of slimy weaponry.
Remember, both team members have to get over the finish line. And with only two flags, one of the teams won't be making it through.
This round also signals the changing of the guard for the bad guys, so let's meet the new Splatalot defenders. First, it's Fatal. She winks a lot. Then it's
Mediva!
she laughs a lot. And finally,
Kookaburra.
he jokes a lot.
Today is a splendid day!
No, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday today.
Thanks for that, Kook. The attackers are down in the stock market. In yellow, we have Taylor and Kyle. In blue, we have Mary and Connor. And in purple, it's Wyatt and Noah.
Fatal's on the froth brother, Mediva's unknotting her hair, and Kook is getting warmed up. So we're just about ready.
And they're off. The teams rush out of the stocks and have little trouble getting through the gates.
Onto the Splatwalk now, and here comes the froth.
We're all friends here.
Friendly welcome from the defenders, but it won't last.
Grand candle!
That was fantastic. Thank you very much, Adutra.
Can Kook match Mediva? Yes, he can.
Oh, Mediva with some showboating. Tiddle push.
As your friend, I advise you to step back.
Well, he sounds friendly, but then Kook nudges Mary, and she collides into Kyle.
Oh, they're making new friends. How cute.
Nothing cute about Kook's defending. It's a cruel poke from the pike, and they all return to the Splatwalk.
Friendship test. What's your favourite colour?
H2O, dear.
Is that a colour?
No, it's a splat. Connor survives, but Mary's back in the sploosh.
Now, who's Kook got his eye on? It's Taylor, and she's down. Kyle tries to catch her, but she's in the fish toot.
Yes, the slime ball takes her feet from under her, and that leads to a dip in the dirty water.
Fatal spotted Mary. She's at the top and battling with Kook.
It's a real struggle, but he fends her off, and she's down.
What a game! 1 second Mary's at the top, the next she's bouncing off Taylor into the brew.
Oh, it's a plague! It's a plague!
Look out, attackers, it's the purple plague, and it's coming your way.
Well, the plague acts slowly at first, but then one by one, the attackers start dropping, and eventually they all get infected.
Yes, once the plague gets you, you go downhill pretty fast.
Purple plague strikes again. All right, first person to get to the top gets to be my best friend.
Is that supposed to be an incentive?
You wouldn't fire your best friend!
You're not my best friend yet, sweetheart.
Looks like Kook doesn't want any friends for the moment. He sends all of them on a slippy slide back down to the Splatwalk.
It seems his offer of friendship was almost as devastating as the plague.
But the attackers just keep coming back for more.
Connor now follows Mary's footsteps and grapples with Kook. But just like his BFF, he loses out and down he goes.
Check this out, though. What an amazing slide.
I put it all down to his spectacular skating skills.
Guys, I want to introduce you to my best friend.
Uh-oh.
He's big, he's green, it's the Ball of Doom.
But that's not fair. We've only just had the purple plague.
Run, corn on the cob.
Well, Connor had just done that super slide, and his reward, the Ball of Doom.
Fatal spotted someone. It's Mary, and now it's her turn to slide on the Splatwalk.
That was fierce, girl.
Can we be best friends now?
Oh, we is best friends. Yes, we is. It's the best friend dance.
The best friends dance. Has this been authorised?
Looks like it. They've released the emergency glitter balls.
I often wondered what they were for. Now I know.
Yes.
All these guys are the attackers. You want to meet them? Oh, my bestie wants to meet you guys. Here we go.
Ball of Doom! And once again, the attackers are left floundering.
Yes, the Doom Balls and Purple Plague have really been effective today. They've kept the attackers trapped at the foot of the ladder for much of this round.
I think that the look on Noah's face sums it up. The Ball of Doom takes him out, and he starts a Splatalot.
It's a pool of friendship at the bottom.
That was epic!
It certainly was epic, Taylor. Noah now is on the receiving end of a serious shower from Medivh, and down he goes.
That's my best friend, you guys!
Now, surely the attackers can make some kind of impact from here.
They're almost at the top.
But Cook's getting ready with the pokey pike again, and he uses it on Kyle, who in turn takes out Connor.
Mary resumes her grapple with Cook, but once again, he pushes her away. So who's left on the ladder now?
It's Wyatt! He's been quiet so far, but might become the first to finish.
And yes, he's made it!
But remember, his best friend Noah has to finish too.
Kyle has also finished. The defenders need to step up, but Cook's gone missing.
Here come the Blues, climbing as a team, and they might make it over together.
Hurry up, Noah!
And yes, the Blues are the first team to finish. Mary and Connor claim their flag.
Taylor just makes it for the Yellows, and they are the second team through.
So well done to the Yellows and Blues, but that means the Purple team must take the slide of shame.
Bad luck to Wyatt and Noah. Sadly for them, their journey is over.
But the journey for this bunch of flag-waving friends is about to continue.
Let's get confirmation of all of that on our leaderboard. Heading for the final, we have Connor and Mary versus Taylor and Kyle.
What an incredible round that was.
For a long time, the defenders had the upper hand, especially when the Purple Plague and the Balls of Doom came into play.
But then the attackers came back strong. You've got to feel sorry for Wyatt, though. He was the first to finish, but his best buddy Noah was just too far behind.
You see, I think Mary and Connor got it right by completing the course together, like best friends should.
Well, that friendship is about to be tested to breaking point.
Yes, because their biggest challenge by far is just around the corner. Time now to provide you with some vital information about the two teams in today's final. Yes, it's Splatstat time. And for that, we need the Splatstat hat.
The stats for today's tournament are very clear and simple. Taylor and Kyle have finished second in both challenges. A fine achievement. But Connor and Mary have finished first, both in the Moat Challenge and in Ditch the Dungeon. Therefore, they are the outright favourites.
Well, that couldn't be clearer, but sometimes the pressure of being favourite can get to you. Plus, the final has some pretty major obstacles that could upset anyone's game.
Here are our two teams again in action.
We have Mary and Connor, who'll be competing against Taylor and Kyle.
So those are the finalists.
And this is what they're up against.
In Capture the Crown, the attackers start by taking a trip to the Dire Mire, where they'll find the barrier of all barriers.
Then they head for the terrifying tease. Once across, they must leap onto the scary go-round, climb over the annihilating arm, and land on the gruesome twosome.
The clobbering cannons are next. Then it's a leap onto the royal ramps, followed by a climb up the slippery rock wall, where the much-coveted Splatalot crown awaits its new rulers.
But remember, in the final, all 6 defenders will be on duty.
Our bunch of best buddies look pretty confident, though. Connor and Mary are in blue, and Kyle and Taylor are sticking with yellow.
Cook and Fatal have Splatzookas, Medivh and Scab have cannon duty, Thorns on the vaporizers, and Vane has the Aqualizer.
And they're off. Remember, just like before, both team members have to finish to win.
They wade through the mire.
What is this?
The contents of the mire are best kept a secret, Taylor.
She just beats Connor over the barrier. Both stop to help their best friends. Nice to see. But the yellow team clear the barrier first.
Next stop, the terrifying tease.
BFF forever, yo!
Oh, angry skink. Kyle gets a double whammy of a splat, and he's teetering on the tees. Floppy paradise.
Can Taylor do any better? No.
He teeters too.
Here comes Connor. Slippery blimp.
His skating skills deserted him this time.
Fatal splats Kyle again, but this time he just about manages to hold on.
Oh, all this best friend talk. Oh, I want to go get my best friend. I think he's at the back. Let me just get him.
Yeah, back to the action. Kyle has made it over the tees.
What is Cook up to?
And now Connor's clear.
Hello, Cook.
What?
Cook, are you there? I'm not sure where Cook's gone, but he's my best friend.
Ooh, scary. Mary clears the tees, but Taylor is down. Oh, so close.
Okay, Cook, explain yourself.
It's me.
Sadly, it is. Back to the course. Mary's at the scary go-round.
She leaps, and she lands.
Kyle needs to make his landing too, and he does.
Check out the slow one.
I don't think Cook's talking about Kyle, who's about to splat into the moat. No, he's spotted and splatted Taylor, who's still at the tees.
So it's a double splat for the yellow team, but then Mary joins in the fun by falling off the annihilating arm.
Connor and Mary, what do you guys have in common?
Losing.
Harsh and also untrue, Cook. They're the favourites.
Connor leaps, but he can't land on the twosome.
Shame. He'll have to go back and try again.
Now it's Kyle's turn. He leaps and he holds on.
Feel the splats.
Well, I think he's still holding on.
His BFF Taylor has made it to the scary go-round, but Munchy Toad!
Meanwhile, Kyle is still hanging in there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sweet attacker of mine.
Well, his random references often cloud the issue, and now Thorn's treating Mary to a dense layer of fog.
No touchy, no touchy, no touchy.
Oh, Spangly tack.
And the cannon, with a little help from Medivh, clobbers Kyle.
Double Spangly tack. Connor gets a clobbering too.
Ooh, remind me never to shake hands with Scab.
Taylor's in the broth again.
There you go. You may go through.
Yes, Connor, I wouldn't trust them either.
Thorn slimes Mary, but her best friend has made it to the ramps.
Kyle's not far behind. Ooh, but he slips on splats.
The defenders turn their attention to Connor. He leaps and he makes it.
What about Kyle? Yes, he's now on the ramps.
Connor, wait!
Keith tries a goo grenade. Medivh's sliming and Vane is splatting, but Connor continues his climb. And is the first attacker over?
Oh, Mary, let's do this!
Can Kyle keep the race alive? Yes, he can.
The defenders begin an all-out attack.
Oh, this is tense. Remember, both team members need to finish. So, where are the others?
Well, Mary's having a little dance with the cannons. She makes her move, but it's the wrong one, and she splats in the sploosh.
She needs to get back up and try again. Now, what's Medivh up to?
She's got an itch.
And that's just what Mary and Taylor needed.
Mary takes full advantage and just about clings onto the royal ramps.
She now steadies herself as she approaches the rock wall.
She leaps, but she can't hold on.
Come on, Mary, get up there!
One of these girls needs to make a move.
Oh, Taylor is slimed at close range, and that gives Mary a second chance to reach the ramps.
She makes it. So she'll soon be back at the rock wall.
Taylor hasn't given up, though. She heads for the ramps, and she makes it too.
Mary leaps again and splats again.
Taylor's turn now. Oh, she can't hold on either.
The boys look on helpless. There's nothing they can do right now to help their friends.
Mary refuses to give up, though. She heads towards the ramps for a third time. She's over.
The defenders are still defending.
And Mary is still attacking. She's onto the wall.
The defenders unleash everything they have.
Scab is really going for it now.
But Mary is almost there. Just a couple more steps to go.
Taylor's ready to leap again, but it's too late. Mary is over, and the Blues are our new champions.
Yes, Mary and Connor are officially the new joint rulers of Splatalot.
Taylor tried so hard, and Kyle couldn't have done more.
I think the same can be said for the defenders.
Well done to Queen Mary and King Connor. That was a truly gripping final.
Yeah, it certainly was. Both teams had their chances, but I think it's fair to say that the right pair won. Connor and Mary came first in every challenge we threw at them today.
Well, they may have won the cake, but what about the cherry to go on top?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the splat of the day. Yes, it's a clean sweep. Connor and Mary win the cherry too with this wonderful double splat. Our king gets a right royal splatting on the incline, and then our queen has a ball with the splacken.
It really is splatting at its very best.
Well, it just keeps getting better for Connor and Mary. They are going to make fantastic rulers.
Let's remind ourselves how they got there.
In round one, they obviously had a tough time with the splacken, but were still the fastest.
They kept to their winning ways in round two, crossing the finish line together.
And in the final, Connor leapt, Mary danced, and they both triumphed.
So let's hear from our new king and queen.
Our first act as king
And queen.
of Splatalot is to have one of you thrown in the moat.
We wish it could be all of you.
But today it will be you, Thorn.
What? What? How dare you?
Well, that went down well.
I won't forget this.
We'll have plenty more splatty action for you two.
But for now, we'll leave you with the Splatapult ceremony. Take it away, Thorn.
Lovely. So until next time, keep splatting.